The noise around any moment Trey plays, people lose their minds. He's trying to focus the team on winning. I get it, but not saying it's a good plan. Possible. There's a lot of noise around Trey. It's a little bit of it's a little bit like
Yeah, but
bigger
I
than the
see.
team
I
and bigger than
don't
the
buy
season.
that as an excuse for him because when you trade that much up for a quarterback,
Gotta
you
expect
know
it.
there's going to be noise around him.
Gotta
So
expect it.
people
Good
want
point.
to see him, the
Yeah.
quarterback, improving as much as they want to see you win.
People are acting like it's the media overhyping some third-round pick that had a good camp. Like, no. This is the third pick in the draft. You traded up.
Yeah.
Like, you overhyped him. None of us was like, you know what the Niners need to do this offseason? Trade up to number 3. You got to trade up to number 3. No, that was your plan.
No, I don't, and I think it's something, and I've mentioned this multiple times on this show. I feel like Niners fans are a little bit numb, or I'm a Niners fan. But I think there are people who are my peers within this fan base who are a little bit numb to the fact that they're just like, oh, they traded this much because that's what they had to do to get a quarterback,
Had
and
to.
it's all about next year. But that's not really how this works. And any other quarterback, if any other team trades up that much a month before the draft to go draft a quarterback at number 3 after a quarterback goes 1 and a quarterback goes 2, we would be hearing the same exact conversation.
As you said, thank you, Jamal, friend of the show.
The man, Jamal.
Yeah. I got to say, the three of us, there was some more, my wife was there too. We had Oakland Chicago style pizza, which I think
That was good.
it was good, right?
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
good.
good.
The
I've had
star.
pizza twice in Oakland, and I've thought it's been excellent both times.
Thanks, man. All right. Dude says, is Samuel the best offensive weapon in the NFL? Jonathan
Yeah.
Taylor's good too, but Debo can do more.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor isn't a receiver.
Not a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Does
think he
Debo
is.
have a reasonable chance to be considered for NFL MVP if he keeps it up and the Niners are in contention? I think yes.
Yeah.
The positional
100%.
versatility brings him to a new level, you know.
Without him do they have
Yeah.
5 wins? I say absolutely not. I don't think there's any other player, maybe Trent Williams, that you could make that argument for on this offense.
Yeah. I think Debo does have a legit shot, but there's more time.
It's Percy Harvin 2012.
Yeah. Percy Harvin. I think that when he came out of college, he was compared to a combination of Percy Harvin and Anquan Bolden, which was just dead on. It was dead on. It's exactly what he is. Thank you for the $10. We have Rams and Jags. Did he? If he did, I can get it. Do you see? Where is it? Oh, I got you. He comes off.
Yeah.
I'll get you right now then. Great show, guys. Thank you. Your dynamic on these Mondays is perfect. Vish is the man. Grant, for all the money Vish is making you, get him a better mic camera. Maybe that Rob Shu uses. You can use this $10. Good idea, Vish. I'll hook you up. I will hook Vish up with a better system. I got you, buddy.
No, part of it is also just where I live. My room is in the basement of a house, so like no matter what, this is kind of the best setup.
No, I
can
gotta
get.
send the Blue Yeti your way. I will. That's a good idea. I'm gonna send him a Blue Yeti so we can get the audio better. I'm gonna hook you up, baby, and I'm just gonna charge it to the viewers. Good call. We have Rams and Jags suck. It's this Vikings game that will tell us everything we need to know. It's a playoff game and we smash. We are legit. Yeah, I mean the Vikings and Niners are two teams that are right there competing for the same wild card spot. So it's a very interesting game.
I don't think they need to smash to be legit. I think they just need to They just need to win. Minnesota's played everybody tough, and Kirk Cousins, legitimately, if the Vikings had a couple of kicks go their way, or a couple of things that are totally outside of Kirk Cousins' control, and they were say 8-3 or 7-3 instead of 5-5, Kirk Cousins would probably be considered the MVP of football right now.
Yeah. And that team, they've lost 5 games, but to like playoff teams, you know, they've also beat some good teams too. Hey, it's gonna be a close game. I'm interested. Kyle not bringing Trey earlier is more evidence that he has too many responsibilities and can't think of everything. Maybe it didn't occur to him until the sack. Maybe that would be disconcerting. But as plausible as any,
that's actually really
as possible as anything. I like it. Good call. It's very simple too. Like he didn't think of it, and he just thought of it too. Possible. No interceptions because he only hands the ball. And the Niners have had leads the last couple of games. Like you better not turn the ball over.
But that's not true. We saw him in 2019 with leads and while running the football that much, throw a lot of interceptions.
And that's why he was so maddening at times. I really do think that he's been above reproach the last 4 weeks. Even when they lost, he was pretty good in that game. He didn't put the ball on the ground.
He
George, Brandon.
He's basic. So if you're gonna, I think the last 4 weeks, the problems that you have with him are issues with him. Maybe he doesn't process as fast as you want, or he's not doesn't have as strong as arm as you want, or he's
That's my
not as
thing.
accurate as you
The
want. But
difference between
those
him
are,
and Kirk will sling it deep. Jimmy just won't. He's
but
literally like
Kirk,
almost like scared to throw deep. He's thrown 2 all year and he's hit them.
yeah,
2?
but Kirk just sees the field way
Yeah,
faster than
Kirk's
Jimmy,
better.
and
I'll take Kirk.
Kirk's smart,
Although
but
there's
I
something
forgot
about
that
Kirk
Jimmy
where you
isn't.
feel like he shrivels in big moments, and it's the same way I feel about Derek Carr. Sometimes it's like, dude, you were way better than that. What happened? And Jimmy has this like something about him where he is a little less. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they're similar. They're similar quarterbacks.
No, no, but yeah, I agree with that. But
Yeah.
more or less, I think that what you're saying is right. Like the things above reproach, I think the reason he's above reproach is because he hasn't done anything that makes you annoyed at. Oh, he's played to his
No
capability. He's
linebacker
played to his
picks.
capability.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Jody says, always love you both together. Thanks, Jody. I think if we can get past Vikings this week, we can make the playoffs. How do we stop Dalvin? That's who worries me. To
yeah.
me, what's hard is that Justin Jefferson is the one that I'm most concerned about. So how do you stop both of them? How do you
I'm
stop
worried about
both of
them
them?
all.
Let's talk real quick because we're not going to talk too much about this game. It's still early in the week. I was talking to a coach today about the best coverage to play against a team like this. And I don't think you want Jimmy Ward covering their tight end. He's not really I want Jimmy Ward helping out on Jefferson. So I was thinking this would be a good week to do like quarter halves. You know what I'm saying? And
Cover
kind of tilt your
six.
coverage one way and have 3 deep and 8 in the box. But I don't know if the Niners do stuff like that. We'll see.
They do
Because if
play
they
a
go
lot of
straight up man
quarter
coverage,
half.
oh boy, it could get bad.
They do play a lot of quarter half. They played a lot of quarter half with Robert Saleh in 2020.
Quarter
But
halves.
But yeah, I mean
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
difficult because they're a difficult team to match up with, and Kirk Cousins is really good. You can have
Yeah.
the right coverage,
And
and he
Justin
can just
Jefferson's
beat you
even
with
better.
timing and processing.
Yeah.
Justin
The man,
Jefferson's ridiculous.
he's so good. Niners need to be on high alert for Dalvin Cook screenplays this Sunday, and their front seven is very solid. Yeah, I think the Vikings might be able to look at what Arizona did, those screens to Bosa's side. I'm surprised teams haven't done that, but it was 3 weeks ago. I'm sure they'll see that. So curious. Are they? They're a big screen team, aren't they? They are.
Yeah,
Yeah, big time.
yeah. I mean they run
Because he'll
basically
be
the
under center,
2DF
straight drop,
offense.
screen, left,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. If you had to extend either Debo or Bosa, who would you extend? You could probably
Bosa.
extend both if you got rid of Jimmy at some point. You could probably extend both. But if you keep Jimmy, they'd probably choose Bosa.
If it's one or the other, you got to take the positional value. It's Bosa.
Problem with getting rid of Debo is he makes your quarterback so much better. Really, like, oh, you want to have a soft landing for Trey? Here, forget Debo though. Jimmy G is JG Wentworth because he need that cash now. That's hella funny. I like that. 877 cash now. Grant, do you think Kyle will be a bit happier in his pressers this week since he gets to play his precious Kirk Cousins? From Joe Mama.
No, because I don't think he'll like the line of questioning about Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Since you used the F word on the show, we're 2-0, LOL. And how about those Bruins over Trojans? Do you think Jimmy is taking baby steps throwing deep? When does he throw
No.
deep? When?
I mean, there's examples. I mean, I watched the film on this game already, and there's examples where, a guy like, say, Kirk Cousins, one hitch rips things available down the field, and Jimmy G just doesn't do that. But I think I'm at a point where, I talk about it with Trey Lance, right? And I talk about how he's an accurate quarterback, but his accuracy is inconsistent. So, like, 1 out of every 5 or 6 throws, you don't know where it's going. And I say I'm totally okay with that. Just like that, I feel like with Jimmy, like once you know once you're very aware of who he is, which he is who he is, as he says, it is what it is. It is what it is with him. I'm totally okay with him not throwing deep as long as he's not, throwing the ball straight to a linebacker right in front of his face, or, passing up a wide open receiver in front of his face to I don't know what he does, to throw the football backwards. I
just don't understand why Jimmy was allowed to throw 11 picks in training camp without any second guessing of his play, but Brandon Ayuk didn't run a couple routes hard enough and he was benched or like doghoused. It's like, what about Jimmy? I mean,
the GPS
Jimmy was allowed to play through it, and he's better for it now, right? He's better for it now.
The GPS on Jimmy's drops was fast.
Niners went out and Jimmy continues at about the same level, B+. What does he go for in the offseason? That's one of our topics. We'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
We shall get there in a second. Don't be so surprised. Don't be so sure he's going anywhere.